These are in listen-only mode.
Hi.
Okay, hi.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh, this is so weird.
so just a quick heads up to everyone in attendance. We'll get started in just a minute. We're waiting for everyone, all the panelists to get settled. So 1 second. Just apologize for the inconvenience.
Okay.
So Kay and Christy, are you both ready?
Yes,
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and get started.
sure.
All right, so I want to welcome everyone for joining us for another presentation of Novedge's Best of the Best webinar series. I want to thank everyone again for attending, and I want to thank both of our panelists today, Christy Lee and Kay Bang from Clo 3D. We're excited not only to present their product, Marvelous Designer, but to have them both on board, giving us a little product demo and a brief introduction about the software. Before we get into it, I just want to give a little background on Christy. She graduated from School of Visual Arts, majoring in computer art. She joined the game industry as a 3D artist for several years. After that, she worked on Caesar 4, SimCity 5, and focused on 3D modeling and texturing before joining the Marvelous Design team. With a 3D artist background, she now knows how hard getting a good result for the 3D clothes for your character is, and she is now up to date on the know-how with Marvelous Designer. For those of you who have attended our past webinars, this one's going to work a little different. Christy is going to give a brief introduction about the software, about 10 minutes. After that, we're going to turn it over to Key Bang, and she will give a product demo for about the next 40 minutes or so. After that, we'll open it for a Q&A, just like all of our past webinars. During the presentation, everyone will be in listen-only mode, but please feel free to shoot your questions into the question box. We'll get to as many questions as we can at the end during the Q&A. We will be recording this webinar too, so I'll give complete details on where you can find that as soon as the presentation is over. But having said all that, I want to turn it over to Christy so we can start on this presentation. Christy, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
So I'll switch the screen to you and let you take it from here.
Okay. So, hi, my name is Christy Lee. Today I'm here for introducing about how to easily and quickly model 3D clothes for your character model with our software called Marvelous Designer. Marvelous Designer is focused on mesh modeling of clothes based on the 2D pattern. Well, let me start off with showing some example images created by our users. Okay. These are the realistic draping parts like wrinkles and stuff. And on other examples, this kind of t-shirts and skirt is kind of simple, so you can make it in about 10 minutes. And this piece is showing some multi-layering stuff. We have some feature about multi-layering in Marvelous Designer. Another piece. Also, this is kind of hard to make in Maya or Max, but in Marvelous Designer, it's easy to drape like this way. And another examples. You can switch around it, the physical properties of the cloth in easy way. These pieces are showing the multi-layer expressions. Compared to another images, it has a lot of layers like this. It's heavier, but it can only you can digest in the Marvelous Designer easily. Also another example for multi-layering. And torn cloth. It's easy to do in Marvelous Designer. Also some details about wrinkles. another example for details. And wrinkle expression. When it comes to wrinkles, it's easy to do in Marvelous Designer. You can express this kind of details and also this kind of details easily in Marvelous Designer. And curtains and chair and dress. And also padding. You can express this kind of padding expressions quickly and easily in Marvelous Designer. So the main advantages are like this. First, short learning curve. You can learn Marvelous Designer really easily and quickly because if you are familiar with the 3D program, you can learn this program in about a week. And no need to do unwrapping UV job because it's already based on the 2D pattern. You don't need any UV unwrapping job at all. And third one is high quality result possible easily. And also adding details are comparably easy to do in Marvelous Designer. And also the physics-based clothing modeling means you have 2D pattern in the 2D pattern window and 3D model window in Marvelous Designer. So once you change the 2D pattern, it automatically applies the difference to the 3D model window so that you can change around easily, quickly. It's almost real time too. And also the many types of physical properties offered in Marvelous Designer so that you can change around the physical properties. Okay, so from now on, Kay, who is an expert on using Marvelous Designer, will show you how to actually use this program with some examples.
Great. So, Christy, thank you for that. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to Kay. Kay, are you there?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to switch the screen to you.
Okay. Can you show my window?
Yes.
Can you see? Okay, then let me start. Hi, my name is Kay. I'm really happy to get opportunity to introduce our software, Marvelous Designer. As you see, we have two windows. This is 3D windows and this is 2D pattern windows. There is no 3D character and 3D garment because I didn't load it yet. First, I'm gonna load 3D character. We call 3D character an avatar in Marvelous Designer. You can import your own character by using this Collada OBJ STL file format. Then first, I'm gonna load OBJ file format of avatar. Okay, there is an avatar, and let me show you how I can create these t-shirts having many details in about 10 minutes. First, I'm gonna draw pattern pieces on 2D pattern window along this shadow of this avatar, like this. This is a half pattern, so I'm gonna unfold this pattern, and this is front, so I'm gonna copy this pattern for back pattern. After doing pattern pieces onto the pattern window, if I turn on this sync button, those patterns show up 3D window. Now I need to arrange pattern and stitch in each other. If I turn on this simulate button, the patterns fall down because the gravity is working on 3D window, like this. Then I'm going to arrange these patterns. You can move this pattern by just dragging, or you can use this gizmo. But you can use this arrangement point for easy arrangement of patterns. Select this pattern and select a point. Select this pattern and select another point like this. Now, I'm gonna stitch these patterns by using this stitching tool. Click on a line and click on another line. Then you can see some red thread on 3D window in real time. Sometimes you can feel hard which line to be stitched into the pattern window. In that case, you can use glue picking point. You can find this point on the same position of a pattern. Then set a seam here and find another line and set a seam. Now I'm gonna stitch rest the lines of the side. Like this. Okay. Then turn simulate button to drape this top. Did you see how fast it is? A simple top is draped right now, but I think it's too tight for her. I need to check the strain map. Then red color means the straight part. I do like to widen this pattern a little. This is our really strong function. If you turn on this sync button, you can modify this pattern in real time. I'm going to widen this pattern like this. Then you can see the color of top changed like this. In this case, you don't need to worry. Just drag and move. I'd like to change the length also. Okay. Now I'd like to also change the neckline a little. Okay. Then let me show you how to add patterns on this pattern. Create rectangle pattern on this and stitch each other. By giving difference between pattern lengths, you can create many wrinkles very easily. And I'm gonna copy this pattern and stitch with the same hemline like this. This can show you marvelous designer can handle multi-layer very easily. Okay, I'm gonna copy these patterns for back pattern, stitch, and arrange these patterns, move like this. Okay, then let me show you how to add details like pocket or folding patterns or express pad or stitched line, something like that. Let me show you how to create pocket by using these internal lines. First, draw a rectangle line here, and I can copy this internal shape, the pattern, and stitch each other and simulate. By this way, you can add pocket very simply. Then let me show you how to create a hole inside of a pattern by using this dot tool. If I create dot, you can see a hole inside the pattern. You can also stitch this dot for the slim waist. I'm gonna copy this dot for all patterns like this. You can create any kind of form of a hole by using this internal shape, drawing this tone shape like this, and you can convert this internal line to hole like this. Okay, now let me show you how to express padding. First, draw internal lines inside the patterns and copy this pattern for multi-layering. Delete. stitch each other and stitch into lines together. Oops. And arrange and simulate. This is a 2-layer, and you can express pad by using this. Oh, sorry, wait a minute, please. How to? Okay. By using this thickness simulation menu. If I change this value to 30 millimeter, it changes like this. Okay. Then let me show you how to fold the pattern by using this interline. I'm going to copy these interlines for back patterns and select together. Then you can see the menu fold angle here. 180 means the flat state. If I change this angle to 0, the line comes out. If I change this angle to 360, the lines goes inside. By using this function, you can fold the color, you can express some iron line of a slacks very easily. And you can also add elastic along these lines. Check on this menu, and if I change the ratio, you can see this garment shrinked along these lines. I think too much. Okay. I created a t-shirt in several minutes, and after draping this garment, you can change the physical property of this garment. Let me show you. By using this physical properties menu, there are many parameters you can adjust: stretch, shear, bending, buckling, and density and friction. You can enter some specific value to change this physical property, but actually it is not easy to enter all parameters. So we provide some preset for the users. There are 4 kinds of preset: A and D and R and S. A is used for recording animation of pants, and D is the draft physical property. If I select this denim, the garment look changes like denim. But actually, draft physical property could be different with real fabrics, wrinkle state, or length, something like that. Thus, we provide some realistic physical property. We get this physical property by some testing, like this. The left side is virtual and right side is real. We are using 3 objects to get similar fabric property and then put those in this preset. We are gradually updating this physical property. And this S is the subsidiary material, not fabric. So if I select this leather belt, this is very thick physical property. The garment changes like this, and if I change this to jersey of t-shirts, very thin physical property, changes like this. Okay, let me change physical property to default. Okay, and you can change the resolution of this garment. This garment made by mesh. As you can see, we support triangle mesh now, but we are developing quad mesh, and quad mesh will be finished in June of this year, so you can convert this mesh to quad freely. And if I select this pattern, you can see the menu particle distance here, and this 20 millimeters means the average length between vertices So if I change this value to 5 millimeter, the resolution of the mesh changes like this, and many wrinkles are created, and you can get high quality of garment like this. Okay, finally, let me show you how to insert surface texture image. It's very simple. Just open folder with texture image. You can use common format of image like JPG, BMP, PNG, something like that. Just click this image and drag on a garment or drag on pattern like this. Let me insert some plate fabric. And after inserting this inner texture, you can change the scale of this texture and rotation and position, something like that. And you can put some logo texture by using this print texture tool. Click on the pattern, enter. You can change the size of this print texture like this. You can also change the inner texture size. And you can change the color of this garment, change the opacity, something like that. Okay, I created a t-shirt, and if you make several garments, you can coordinate those garments like this. Let me show you how to coordinate these 3 garments. First, I'm going to load the t-shirt, and I'm going to add slacks on this. Then you can see some intersected part here. If you want to put this t-shirt out, select this t-shirt, and you can use this layer function. Change this value to 1 because the default layer of all patterns are 0, and higher number makes garment come out like this. And if you want to tuck this t-shirt inside of pants, select this flex and change the layer number 2 like this. Okay. Then if I change the opacity of this flex, you can see t-shirt inside of pants, and there is very amazing thing. After layering this t-shirt, you can move this t-shirt and make some silhouette you want like this. Okay, I layered the 2 garments, and if there are enough space between garments, you can add more and more. I'm going to load the jacket. There are also intersected parts. Select this jacket and change the layer. Like this. Okay. I coordinated the 3 garments very easily. After modeling this 3D garment, you can export this garment as OBJ. This. Let me show you a video how to export this garment to another 3D tool. There is a garment here, and export this garment as OBJ. Enter name and save. On this object menu, select only garment, and if you check this unified UV coordinate, you can use these pattern pieces as UV. And set a scale and select OK. go to 3ds Max or Maya, import this garment. Like this. Okay. Then I explained how to modeling 3D garment. Then let me show you how to record movement of garment. This is obviously file format. There is no motion, so I'm gonna load motion character by using color file format. Delete this avatar and delete this garment in patterns. This is a color file format having motion. Okay, if you load this avatar, you can see this avatar is moving. Move this avatar and mode. I'm gonna load dress draped on this pose. Okay, there. And if I turn on this record button, this garment animation recorded. Let's wait a little. Okay. Oops. Sorry for this. I will try it again. Oh, no. Okay. I do better hit our software. Okay. Okay, I do better finish our, okay. I'm gonna load avatar again. Go to garment again. Okay. If I turn on this record button. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what this is. Let me show you some virtual fashion show video. Oh my God. Finally, I will try again. Sorry. Okay, what's the problem? Okay. And then go to simulation mode. And no, she's walking now. And the garment animation is recorded now. While recording, let me show you some virtual fashion show video. This dress designed by Harry Kim, very famous designer based on the New York. This video can show you we can handle multi-layer very well. And let me show you another video. This garment has 3 items: blouse and vest and showing skirt. And this dress also coordinates with this belt. After draping with pattern, we exported this garment to Max and add some rigid material on belt. Okay, while watching video, this garment animation recorded. Go to animation mode to check. This red bar is the recorded animation of a garment, and you can play this animation in real time and you can check. You can see you can record this garment animation very fast. After checking this animation, you can export this garment animation by using this format, Obviously second and vertex animation file format, Maya Cache for Maya and Point Cache for 3ds Max and MD2 Cache for Modo, something like that. Okay, my brief demo is finished. So if you have any question about our software or procedure, you can ask to me or Christy.
Yeah, so great. Thank you, Kay. Tremendous presentation. I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, we have some questions already, so let's get to as many as we can here. The first one's from Jeffrey. He said, thank you for the great webinar. His question is about when your store for clothing products will be open.
Oh, sorry, actually I'm not good at English, so Christy will help me.
So can I answer the question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Either one of you guys.
Yes, so you are asking the Marvelous Designer product, right?
Yeah, I think he's asking when the clothing
Store?
products from your store. Yeah, I'm not sure.
What do you mean by clothing product? Like, you know, the pattern product or even pattern samples? Or
I don't know if Jeffrey's out there and he wants to follow up on that. He can. I think in the meantime we can get another question here.
Sure.
This one's from Todd. He's asking, can this product be used for footwear, shoes, or other?
Yes. Basically, not only the cloth, but also other products like bags or, you know, like cushions or curtains, and also the shoes too. The thing is, like, shoes has some hard parts, so we recommend not to do in Marvelous Designer, but in doing maybe Max or Maya. We have tried it, but it doesn't really come out really well, so we recommend it that way.
I see.
But you can try though.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Great. Here's another question. How strong of a computer do you need? So like what sort of hardware specs do you need, specifications, graphics cards, that sort of thing?
Yeah, sure. If we go to website, it has details about the requirements of computer specs. Let me show you.
Okay. Okay.
Software. System requirements. 1 second.
Here. You can't see?
1 second. Yes, can you show my screen?
Yeah.
Please?
Sure. Let's switch it over to you.
Yes, so basically, I'm using my highlighter here. This is the requirement spec. The minimum requirements are like this, and recommended requirements is below. You can check out in our website, www.marvelousdesigner.com.
Great. We have a couple questions about Mac compatibility, or is there a Mac version available or in the works?
Yes, absolutely. We have Mac version and the Linux version as well in beta version in this week, Friday. So it's coming
Oh,
out
wow.
soon. So for real version, it will come out before June, but for the beta version, he can try it out on Friday this week.
Wow, that's great. And then where do you get that? Is that through your guys' website?
We can put it on our website, and he can download it for free.
Oh, cool. Great. Let's get into some other questions here. Here's one from Brian. He's asking, can I bring a design I made from ZBrush as an OBJ?
Yes, absolutely. As long as it's OBJ format or Collada, you can always bring it to Marvelous Designer and work around, and then bring it back to, another program, software.
Great. Here's one from Dave. He's asking, how do you import a different environment for the runway?
Do you mean the backgrounds or
I think that's what he's
camera
talking
settings?
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about.
Yes, so once you're done with the designing the cloud and the avatar, you can export both of them into another software like Maya or Max, and you can have the stage or camera or lights set and render it out in the program. For the fashion show we made that rendering, we did it in Max, I think. We did
Yes, right.
use Octane renderer.
I see. Okay. Here's another one. How many avatars do you get with the software?
We recently had that feature, multi-avatar can be multi-avatars can be brought to Marvelous Designer. So as long as you have a lot of avatars, that's fine, I think. So maybe it gets slower, but you can get as many as you can.
Let's see. Here's another one. This one's from Robert. He's asking. He said he noticed when you imported the outfit into 3ds Max that it was bumpy looking. He said he's imported into Maya and found that it's also bumpy looking. Is there a way to smooth it out before you import it?
In Marvelous Designer?
Yes, I think that's what I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about.
For bumpy looking, I'm not really sure what he meant about bumpy looking, but he can smooth it out in maybe in ZBrush, but in Marvelous Designer it doesn't have any that kind of feature about like smoothing, about texture.
Bumpy looking? Texture?
Yes.
About the texture? Yeah, there is no way in Marvelous Designer.
Right.
But we have a plan for that.
Right.
Okay.
I think he's mentioning the bump map.
Bump map.
Is that correct?
Okay.
I don't know if Robert's out there and he wants to clarify a little bit on his question.
Yeah, we may have to.
But in the meantime, I
clarify a
think
little bit more.
we can get into some other ones here.
Yeah, sure.
Here's another one about the Mac when it comes out. Hannah was wondering, will it be a 32 or 64-bit?
Both.
Both. Okay, that's great.
Yep.
Perfect. Let's see here. Let me find. Here's one from Patrick. He was wondering, has the fashion industry taken much interest in the software, or is it mainly entertainment that has utilized it?
Oh, well, I think it depends on the people's interest. Well, we have another product called Cloud 3D. That's for fashion industry people. And it has more function compared to Marvelous Designer because they have to have some different format like DXF file format has to be imported to Cloud 3D and to work on. But the thing is, for the fashion people, they have to draw the line and based on the DXF file. So I think for the entertaining parts and also another fashion industry parts, we have different targets of clients. So I think he can maybe he can have both. I'm not really sure how, what kind of interest he has, but he can have both interest in the target difference product try.
I see. Here's the follow-up to that question about whether the clothing products will be available through your store. He was wondering, do you know when you'll be able to sell clothing on the Marvelous Design site?
Oh, you mean, I think he was mentioning about the marketplace product, I think?
That might be it.
Yeah, I might. Well, we are developing our website. We are reconstructing our website right now. And also, I think we have planned in this year, we are able to have that space for marketplace so that people can sell or or buy some stuff through that website, marvelousdesigner.com. So we will try maybe in this year or maybe really soon, but not specifically set the date yet.
I see. Here's one from Euros. He was wondering if, since we have a little time here, can you show how to make a bag? Maybe just a few steps. I don't know if we want to switch the screen back over to Kay,
Yeah,
so
sure.
she can show us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Kay, can you show some examples or how to make a bag, like step by step or something like that? Simply?
Yeah, just something really brief,
Okay.
just so people can get a sense.
Okay. First load after for making back. And let me show you very briefly. Creating back pattern, chains. Let's see. It's the same way to make tops, almost the same. Range, just pattern, and stitch each other like this. Okay. Drape and change the physical property to 16. Something like that. Make some cover, make some pocket, add some details gradually. Is it enough to understand how to make a bag?
Yeah, I think that's good. I think everyone can see that it's really quick and easy to get a really impressive looking bag in a couple minutes. So yeah, I think that's good. The next question is from Coggin. They're wondering how far can it be used in architectural design? I don't know if either one of you wanted to answer about that one.
Yes, I think he was looking at the images about like interior designs. We have some user images as an example. Maybe a lot of interior designer, like architecture designer or interior designers, they're making some like room design or like interior stuff. But I think he was asking some question about like how to make curtains or how to make cushion.
Yeah.
Something like IKEA stuff, furniture stuff, right?
Yeah, maybe if you want to show a
Yeah.
quick example of making a curtain, as you said, or something for
Yes.
interior design.
So, Kay, can you show us about how to make curtains or a cushion or bedding?
Okay, let me try.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make a curtain.
Mm-hmm.
If there an avatar for making curtain, it will be great, but there is no avatar yet, so I just try to with patterns, green pattern, and I'm gonna use last city for expressing patterns, something like that. Okay. It looks cotton.
It's really quick though.
If there is another avatar, I can read those avatar. There is no avatar, something like that.
Can you make a strap?
Strap. Oh,
Strap
let me try.
so that, yep. Oh,
Strap. Make a curve, just pattern. And first, trace. And if I change, the strap, you mean the...
I thought it was curtain
strap?
strap, like curtain strap.
Oh.
Oh, but it's okay. You can strap it around there, right?
You can also make a strap and wrapping on curtain, something like that. Like that.
Right.
Okay, sorry.
You can make a curtain again and make the strap around there so that they can get the idea of like curtain.
Okay. There is a curtain. Oh, too big. Two line.
Yeah.
And for fast working, I'm gonna pattern. By using this pin function, you can wrap
Yep.
this like this. Something like that.
Yep. That's cool. Okay, that's nice.
Okay.
Yeah. That's great.
Mhm.
Let's get to a couple more questions here. Here's one from Hannah, just a quick one. She's asking, is the thickness of a fabric exportable?
Unfortunately, no, not really. But she or she can export that garment into 3D Max or Maya and give some thicknesses itself. We have some tutorial about that, so we can email to her how to make the thicker garments. It's not that hard, so she can possibly.
Yeah, so
follow that
just a heads up to everyone. If you have other questions, we'll
Yeah.
be sending a follow-up email with everyone's contact information. So if you have any questions you want to ask Christy or Kay directly, and then as soon as the webinar is over, we'll send out a follow-up email with their contact info, so you can get a hold of them.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll just get to a couple more questions here. Here's one from Todd. He said, all the 2D lines you drew were straight. Can you do smooth curving lines?
Absolutely. Kay, can you show how to make the curvy line?
You mean this?
Maybe internal line too.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Something like that?
Yep.
This?
Yes, I think he made it that way. So curvy line is possible.
Excellent. That looks good. Here's one. Someone was asking if you could create a scarf. So I think in the next, we have about 5 minutes or so. If you wanted to just give a quick little demo on how to create a scarf or a ribbon, just to give people a sense for how easily that can be done.
Okay. Can you bring the avatar and make the scarf? Okay, please.
Okay. You can use this arrangement point also to create skirt. And adjust by dragging or using this pin function. It's almost the same with wrapping strap on cotton.
And also you can add some details too, right?
Oh, of course. What kind of detail? Add some other pattern pieces here?
Maybe a narrow line or something like that. Internal line or something.
Narrow line? I didn't understand.
Maybe some other internal lines there, maybe some details on the
here.
side. Yeah.
Of course you can. Oh, yeah. And you can also expressing some stitch by giving this
Some details.
right angle. Okay.
So it's really
Is it
quickly done.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
So Vince, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, we'll just get to a couple more quick ones. This one's from Brian. He was wondering how I would import something and apply it to the model so it will fit.
Say that again, please. I quite didn't understand what you said.
He was wondering how would I import something and apply it to the model so it will fit.
So he's trying to import some character?
I think that,
model?
yeah. He said like a shirt.
Okay, so can you show us about how to import the shirts first? I think we went over it before. Shirts or a simple model, anything.
Simple model.
Simple
human
shirts.
being.
Oh, a human being is fine, I
sorry.
think.
Oh, I didn't understand clearly.
You can you can import the shirts.
Shirts?
Can you show us how? Yep.
As obviously.
Another, pack file is fine, I think.
Can you
show us how to import?
Okay. Just open our file format. Let me try.
He can import or open the file, right?
Shirts. You mean shirts, right?
Shirts or jackets, slacks is fine, I think.
Yes, but if he want to drape again, he need to save our file, PAC file, and if he import that shirt as obvious, he cannot drape or modify on our software.
Okay, I think he's trying to know what how how to make the garments to fit into the avatar. So if, let's say if it is too big to her, so how can I make it like smaller, a little tighter?
Oh, yeah. In that case, he just change the pattern to fit. Let me show you. Oh, this is woman.
Yeah.
This is too big. Then you can change this pattern.
Right.
I'm gonna this pattern.
So basically, he can change around the pattern size, right?
Yes,
So
that's
he
right.
can make it fit to them.
Something like that. Okay.
So it got smaller.
Like this. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good. And then I think we'll just get to one last question here. It's how do you do a button, like sewing on a button or adding a new button to a shirt you've made or something?
There is a button. Actually, we created a button by using this circle pattern. Creating interline and stitch this button each other. You wanna see this slide demo?
Yeah, if you could just really briefly, since we're running out of time here.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a no internal shape. Draw internal shape to stitch, close this blouse, and make a circle pattern for button. And stitch this with this internal shape. Where is it? Okay. Then simulate and change this physical property to button like this. But after making this button, you can attach real button on other 3D tool by exporting this garment.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we'll have to call it there. I apologize to anyone whose questions we didn't get to. We just simply ran out of time. Again, if you want to email either Christy or Kate in person, we'll send a follow-up email with their contact info after the webinar. What I want to do now, though, is switch the screen back over to me, and I'll give a brief little wrap-up of what we did and talk a little bit about pricing here, in case anyone is interested. So again, I want to thank everyone for attending another presentation of Novedge's Best of the Best webinar series. I really want to thank Christy and Kay for presenting. I'm sure everyone out there has loved that presentation as much as I did. Really impressive stuff. I think everyone saw just what the software is capable of. It's really powerful. It can do a lot. It's really impressive. And in a short amount of time, you can get some really impressive results. So again, if anyone's unfamiliar with us here at Novedge, we're the leading online design software superstore. We have the best prices around. Our staff is extremely awesome. Call, chat with us at any time. If anyone is interested in purchasing the software you saw today, Marvelous Designer, we do have it. We also have the higher end one that Christy mentioned earlier, which is for people in the fashion industry. So if you're interested in either of those, please feel free to email my colleague Bob at novedge.com. He would love to hear from you, answer any questions you may have. Additionally, everyone who attended this webinar will be emailed a $100 off coupon if you are interested. Again, that'll be emailed to you, so you don't have to worry about calling or following up with that. So yeah, again, if anyone has any other, or if Christy or Kay, you guys wanted to add anything really quick before we sign off here. And so yeah, again, I want to thank everyone for attending, and if you're interested in watching this webinar again, we will email you guys the links to view it online. So again, Christy and Kay, I want to thank both of you, and I want to thank everyone for attending. We'll catch you guys next time.
Thank you for time. Your
Thank
time.
you for participating. Thank you so much.
Yes, great. So we'll talk to you guys later.
All right, bye.